things scientifically, once again, not my opinion, not my thoughts, I wish it could, is it's been shown to, once again, increase longevity, how long you're going to kind of live. Caloric restriction, of course, what you eat and what kind of food you do. Resveratrol, another type of natural product from like grapes and things, people might have heard from that. Catalase, which was discussed there, and glutathione, which we'll discuss like that. Here's a little boasting. There's a product out on the market that's boasting you can slow down, stop, or even reverse graying of the hair, and that's what it states here. It says, go away gray is a natural alternative to hair dyes and other harmful chemicals. We can talk about the toxicity of that. The main ingredient is catalase. Hey, that wouldn't be nice. Look younger, be younger. So that's what's out there. That's what people are excited about. This product does that. We'll go through that. Hundreds of different things. You don't have to take 100 pills to do what this one little pill does. That's what's so exciting. You have to kind of think about, where did this product come from? And the story goes is that two gentlemen approached Dr. McCord. And the reason why they approached Dr. McCord is, like Sam said, he's a superstar. He's an MVP player. He's a gold medalist in terms of the Olympics. Because as he said back in the late 60s, he and a senior professor at Duke University found a whole new type of understanding about aging process and disease. It's called free radical biology. Before that time, it didn't exist. So just like the Wright brothers, there was no flying before that happened. Before transistors, the modern technology that we see today in terms of microchip would not exist. So that's why this is revolutionary. This is kind of goes beyond just the basic type, day-to-day type of things like that. So he's the captain of the ship. He's the top guy. He's the head honcho. He's the man that we basically look to because he's got that reputation. Not just in terms of Napa and Solano County, the world. And science, yeah, hopefully we're a science. I mean, hopefully people don't think that the earth is flat and there's an Easter bunny and Santa Claus like that. They're nice little stories, but we want to deal with facts here. And so the science is that this product, this one right here, this little yellow pill, has unbelievable science, more so than a lot of drugs. And so as we'll talk about, that's exciting to me. Once again, just like with Sam and Gary, they can boast who's the best, but end of 3 rounds, we're going to find out who's the best. And that's what this has done. This has done the science, and it continues to do science. And as I was telling the other night, I talked to my colleague, the reason why this is so revolutionary, and it's like there's no competition, these studies cost millions of dollars. There's 20 other scientific studies. No company out there, I don't care what was, we'll talk about in business, have hundreds of millions of dollars to just put into research. That's how much it is. But because, as we'll talk about, this is so powerful, we don't have to, when I say we, the company doesn't have to pay to do this research. The scientists see the value of this and say, hey, all we want to do is use your product. You don't have to pay us. And that's the second thing, or the second thing we'll talk about, the science. And we talk about there's 3 different types of levels like that. Pee-wee football, high school, college, and professional sports. Science is the same way. So pee-wee football is we all get together. Gail, who's in here, host, we go into her kitchen, we throw some herbs together, we put it in a capsule. I come back and put it into my 2 practices here in Napa. I do a little study, try to publish it, and boom. So that's good. But people will say, okay, well, Dr. Noah, I know you're from New Jersey, so maybe you're not always up and up. So so that's what we're doing, because it's too much in-house. So okay, well, that's fine. I mean, I did live in New Jersey, but now I'm out in California, so give me a second chance here. So then what we do is a second tier, or second party, is that I live in Davis, and so I go to one of my neighbors who's actually the dean of chemistry, and I say, Bill, hey, do you want to do a study for us? Here's $100,000, and we're going to do some oxidative stress. We're going to do T-bars again, maybe before that happened, and we're going to see what kind of changes. Publishes it, and it's great. But they're saying, hey, Bill's a nice guy, but we know grants are tough, and money talks, and you're still from New Jersey, so we don't know what's going on like that. Because he might think, well, if I get a good results, and this bears out because drug companies actually been busted almost every year doing the same thing. They'll go to a high institution, pay different types of professors to lecture and stuff like that, and all they are basically, salespeople. And they find out the studies weren't correct, they cheat a little bit, so that's it. So everybody wants the third tier, third party. Third party is saying, Dr. Noah and your gang there, We don't want anything. We got money from the National Institute of Health, American Heart Association, American Cancer Association. We just want the product because we're excited about, as we'll talk about, what it does. And that's what this product has. That very few drugs have, and almost no natural problems have like that. So you can look to anybody's, eye to eye and say, hey, yeah, this is scientific, this stuff works.